For some reason, we're on Hirschfelden today. I don't really know why, but yeah, we're gonna go see if there's anything good out here. I want to kind of run through the fields, just sort of hunt the areas that I usually hunt, because I think things got shifted around on this map as well. It kind of seemed like we did a little bit of hunting this at the end of Friday's Twitch stream, and I want to see if there's just like zones in new places, and you know, maybe there's some kind of big male that we've been running right past because he hasn't been in these kind of new but also old spots. I think most things kind of got moved back how they were more than got completely changed, so I want to see what's going on in the fields. I did check the spot for red deer. If you happen to remember at the end of that Friday Twitch stream that I wanted to check that spot, there was a level 7 stag there, so maybe a respawn. No spamming, how dare you. Kyla's running a tight ship over here. Watching as hunting blacktail? Are you hunting blacktail in real life, or are you hunting blacktail in the game? That's the real question. What's going on, McLovin? Before I forget, by the way, I don't know if you're even still in here. Whoever has the name Liberty Bibberty, I love that. That commercial's so weird, but that's a fantastic name. Good enough reason to be on the map. I just want to check it out and see what's going on differently. I know my latents shifted around quite a bit. Like, I'm seeing moose feeding and drinking up in Caliburn again, which I haven't seen in a long time. They seem to be back down in Renaki, which I haven't seen in forever. Whitetail are more through Balmont, blacktail are more through Balmont, so I want to see what's going on the other original map that we used to have a lot of time on. Hey, thanks, Dem Legend. I can't say words, sorry. Interesting. See what's going on over there. Max score for whitetail? Right around 300. There is no actual max. Could we maybe try to kill some wild boar? If we see any, we'll definitely try to get them. Diamond wild boar would be appreciated in the lodge since they are a small species that can go in the small plaques. Where is you? Could be a late zone and he's like not in it or just walking to it. We'll kind of just take it slow and see if he comes in. Shot a diamond elk in Layton. Nice, dude. I've got a really big 4-inch Chila that I didn't get to kill. I saw him today. He was up to like 370. It's so close. Excited for 'tis evening. Words hard to read. Got my first 9 legendary puma today. Did he make diamond? I've had so many trolls of those, I can't even tell you. Kind of decent, might be a gold. Don't know what gold is. Nor do I know if that's the actual proper estimate, because score estimates are all kinds of backwards. Excited to nap. At some point, you go from hating naps to being excited to nap, and I think it's at that moment when you become old. I don't think there's a better measurement. I think that's just it. Ain't much better than a good nap, that's what I'm saying. But when you're little, I mean, you nap a lot, but you don't want to. I think that's the measurement. That's where it is. Got a diamond mountain lion, noise. I want to get a diamond gray, or of course one of the rares for mountain lions, because I had it for the puma. I had a diamond gray, which I don't even think I ever put in a multi-mount for some reason. I'm pretty sure I left him by himself. I want to get one for the mountain lion just so it's different. That was old system though. Hey, I wasn't calling you old, I do it too. Don't worry about it. I think that's when I became old. Sometime in the last like 3 or 4 years. Couldn't nap, but I'm here instead. Exactly. See, even more evidence. That's just mean. I was gonna say even more evidence because now you're responsible too, so you're definitely old. Holy, it's Robbins. What's going on, man? What you been up to? Please do a Springbuck guide. I actually might get one of those going one of these days. They're not that hard to kind of figure out. They're just sort of at a bunch of different lakes around Vurhonga, and if you hunt them after 1500, you'll see a lot of them. You have an albino level 5 pronghorn on your map? You should get that, dude. Get that big male. And Trenton, thanks for the super chat. Got a diamond lynx yesterday. Nice, dude. Now you gotta get a rare female and make a really cool multi-mount out of it. My dad shot a dark red diamond mountain lion yesterday. It was your first diamond? Sweet. My first diamond mountain lion was a dark red as well. What weapon pack do you recommend to buy first? It is interesting that you ask that. That, at least if all goes well, is going to be my video tomorrow, actually. It's a difficult question to answer because it actually depends on like what you like to hunt, and maybe even how far you are in the game, kind of like, you know, if you're level 5 versus level 60. But I would say weapon pack 1 just for the 22. You can get a lot of diamonds just because like you'll see level 3 ducks flying away, or if you do goose hunting, the occasional level 5 goose is just going to end up being far off. Like stuff like that, having the 22 is just invaluable. If you already have maybe weapon pack 1 because you got it a long time ago, or let's say you just could not care less about birds or only want to hunt them with a shotgun, which shotgun hunting the birds other than geese in the game is already questionable, but anyway, I would probably go with weapon pack 4 for the M1. It also has the 10 gauge shotgun, which kind of goes back to the bird hunting thing. It's the best goose gun in the game, and the muzzleloader is actually quite nice as well, so one of those two. In tomorrow's video, I'll highlight the best of weapon pack 2 and 3 as well, just in case you'd prefer those. For weapon pack 2 is really only the Mosin, which is best for things like springbuck, axis steer, black buck, like those kind of too small for the 30-06 type of animals. Would go with that. And weapon pack 3's kind of just got nice weapons that aren't super useful compared to the other ones. I mean, the 30-06 is nice. What else was even in that pack? The 22 pistol is good, but I mean, you're just better off with the long rifle. And I'm trying to think of the third weapon. I'll think of it eventually. What was it? Yeah, well. It'll come to me, or one of you guys will let me know. Travian Boy, am I saying that right? Hopefully, thanks for the super chat. What calibers do I use in real life? For deer, I used a 30-30 for, I guess, like 12 years or something. And then I just bought a 7mm 08, which I'm going to be using this year. I have not shot it at any live animals yet. It should be interesting to kind of see how that goes. Got it sighted in nicely, so just waiting for that chance. All the packs have some use. I'm waiting for the spam of that third weapon in that weapon pack, because I'm sure... Air rifle, yeah. So, like, it's good, but it's not one of those things where really any map, it needs to be in your inventory kind of thing. Because I could at least make the argument that on Parquet or on Virunga, having the Mosin is actually, like, a major improvement. The air rifle, about the only thing you get out of it is it's kind of quiet. And you can get good range out of it, but I don't find it to be that great. Ooh, that's interesting, Alan. If it's on your own map, at least, depending on where you are, you could try their drink time at night and just kind of hunt around a couple of lakes and see if you can find it there. Or their feed time is 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. You might be able to find them kind of early in the morning, more out in the open. Chat is slow for you. It's kind of like maybe slightly below average speeds for me. It's hard to tell. I just glance over, find a message, and read it. Level 9 Grizzly tend to muzzleloader it? I almost was going to tell you not to, but they're class 7, aren't they? It's interesting, Grizzly and Black Bear in the same class, but I believe they are. We can actually confirm that just to make sure I'm not insane. But yeah. It's, I mean, they literally max, I think, more than double the weight. Interesting. I wonder why they went with that option. I like the drilling because it's not too hard to get a lion fatal shot from 300 meters in the savannah. The one thing that I don't like about the drilling rifle is its kind of lack of range. And like you said, you can do just fine, like out to 300-400 meters, but you can zero for 300 with something like, say, the 7mm. So I just prefer to have that zeroing option because there's less room for error, I guess. Those are going to be those same females. Not a lot of roe deer in the field so far. Though to be honest, it's been so long since I've really done this, I don't remember what the normal amount of road here would be. Let's get back on track over that way. I don't think we're going to go down to that lake right now. Maybe later we'll change the time. But just to cover as much of the field as we can, we'll keep on going. How do you know how to read? Basically, I never actually learned how to read. I just guess. It's kind of that thing that you do when you're a kid, where you just see that there's words and then you make them up. But I've just continued doing that past the point of being a kid. Luca, thanks for the super chat, man. My favorite animal in real life? I mean, whitetail, I've hunted them for so long, it's hard for them to not be my favorite. Because you just get to know so much about them and see how resilient and just, I don't want to call them completely unique, but how unique they are. You know, there's a lot of animals that are like them, but also there's nothing quite like them. I think they have to be my favorite, even if it's just because they are the animal that I'm most familiar with. Definitely want to see what's going on for this guy. By the way, I think that was him there. He didn't look huge. I didn't get to mention it. As far as fallow deer go, I'd love to get a better rare, because the one we have is a bronze, the kind of oofed silver one. And more diamonds would be nice too. I mean, we've got a bunch of diamond whitetail that could maybe be replaced by other things, because we have so many of them. Probably several diamond Bathides that I wouldn't mind replacing. He's gonna lurk, no worries, silver. Anyway, those like kind of medium-sized things. Diamond fallow would be nice. See if we can get eyes on him, maybe. This is the issue with Hirschfelden fields. You think it's all flat and you can just run and spot everything, but these little hills in the middle, they make everything so much more difficult. What scope do I use? I always run with the Argus. It's the 8-16 power one. And a lot of people prefer the Hyperion. I just want that extra zoom, especially when I'm taking like long shots on a diamond, or I think maybe one of the places that it's most useful for me is actually with ducks. I just feel like I get more out of having that extra zoom. Oh, I thought that was him that made that call because he lifted his head. That extra zoom to like really make sure my shots are accurate. I say as I mess up the shot, that was just awful timing. Hit him in the vertebrae. But yeah, for the ducks, I think it actually does help quite a lot there too. It's a very tiny thing you're trying to hit, moving quickly. Winter dogs coming to the Hunter Call of the Wild? I have no infos on this, but hopefully one of these days. Lagos, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, gaming. Hopefully I got that somewhat close. Thanks so much for becoming a channel member, man. I appreciate you. Make sure you join the Discord and link up your YouTube so you can get the, I think it's just YouTube Super Schuster roll. I get them all confused whether I name them just Super Schuster. Anyway, make sure you link that up, get the roll in there, and enjoy the emojis and everything, man. I appreciate you. Stream is usually 2 hours long. Yes. Lucas is the American bison. They actually are quite cool. Getting to see them up close out in Yellowstone and Antelope Island in Utah in the last couple of months has been quite cool to kind of really see what they're like. Need a semi-auto 223. The one in Classic is pretty cool, I'll give you that. I feel like the current 223 has become entirely obsolete. It's not, I don't think, a big enough accuracy upgrade over the 243 to really warrant using it. And it's just weaker. Maybe that like semi-auto capability would make it a lot more viable for predators and stuff. I think they should definitely consider that anyway. I don't think maybe they should like make it 2 to 4 or something on the weapon class, just so it really doesn't throw the game out of balance, or even 2 to 3, so you can't just wipe out herds of whitetail and those size species. I don't know. I like the idea. Trav, thanks for the super chat as well. Been a subscriber for 2 years, and thanks. Well, thank you. And also, 2 years is a interesting amount of time right now. I realized it yesterday. It's been 2 years since I've been living in this apartment on my own, which is essentially 2 years since I really took on YouTube, like, I guess head first, because I was doing YouTube only as a job for 8 months before that, but I don't know, once I moved out and it was just like my sole focus, I think it really started then. McLovin's albino bison in classic, you know, he doesn't like me. That's all I can think of. He got that. Vector got the albino bobcat, which is insane. Everybody's killing all these big males. Prairie dogs, do you think? 223 is pretty big on a prairie dog. At least like the way the game is currently balanced. I feel like that's a little bit overpowered. Mag size to like 5. Yeah. Couldn't go more. The only weapon in Classic that's got a bigger mag size than that, I guess the 30-06 has a 6 and the pump shotgun has a 6, but then you have the premium version of the 7mm08, which is 10, which is a really weird decision for them to make. If an animal gets shot on online, does it go away on single player as well? Yeah. If you host a multiplayer game, any animal that gets shot by you or any other player will go away and you'll get respawns into your single player game. That's one of the major advantages of actually hosting multiplayer, and one reason that I'll do it fairly often on stream and on occasion off stream, just to kind of get some new animals that, I mean, I guess I would get eventually if I was hunting by myself, but it speeds up the process. Not sure there's much point chasing roe deer with them being slightly broken. I just want to get to a point where we can see this guy. Maybe down here we will. New PB moose, you must have meant 215, right? If 115 is your PB, you never shot a moose before, I assume. Of course. That's the way it works, McLovin. The hunter either rewards you for talking about such things, or make sure you never get it if you talk about such things. It's one of the two. Something was there. I think it was the female roe deer. Where are the buffalo on this map? They are mostly on the west side, and I would say even more so in the southwest. But you get them all the way up into here and through some of Rotwald as well. You have a question. What is your question? That is my question. Need a blowgun to be added? I'm not sure that they could really make it challenging enough, you know? Like, would there be a real point to having a blowgun? It would just be something that you also point and shoot, kind of like the recurve or whatever, and I don't know, it just doesn't feel like it would hit quite the same as it would need to. Like the point of it, I guess. It's hard to replicate that. The first animal I shot in real life would have been a groundhog when I was 5 years old. For some reason you keep saying 115? Okay, well, at least I know what you meant. I don't know how to say your name at all. Osgard is the best I can give with an attempt, and I'm probably wrong, but thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate the support. Hey, Scarecrow. Down to see some Hirsch? I figured we'd give it a shot today and see if we can find anything good. Currently just chasing a max weight fallow for literally forever. For no real reason. What are we tracking? Yeah, like I said, just this heavy fallow that we got as track. I saw him for a split second going through a field, and I don't know what level he is. At this point, I'm just kind of hoping to get somewhat into the open so we can see him better. And then we'll decide if he's worth following any further. Into a field, or like kind of what we're getting into here, where we're above him, and even if he's not in the wide open, we can see further. We'll push him out here a bit more, though. How do you visit friends' trophy lodges? I haven't done that in so long, man. I know you can have your friend host, like, a trophy lodge map, but I don't think it lets them choose which one. I think it's just, like, the first trophy lodge in their list. I'm trying to remember how you do that. Trophy lodges... No, friends lodges. You just go to right there. I don't know if it still works. It might be broken. I believe it was broken at one time. Personal best moose? In Call of the Wild? I have no idea. Best one I shot before the new scoring system was 987 or something. I never had a really big moose. I did, however, find a 1000. It was being weird in multiplayer, and I thought it might have been glitched out, so I let G-Man shoot it. A lot of you guys will know him. And yeah, scored 1000. I was very sad that I didn't decide to continue trekking that one, because at the time my only thousands were the coyote, the boar, and I think 2 ducks. Like, I've had a bunch of not that interesting thousands. Of course, we had the whitetail after that, and that's some pretty interesting max scores since then. We're just gonna take it slow now and see if he shows up. I think those are in opposite order of what I see in my alerts. Gaming with Cole, thank you so much, dude. I do remember you. And Bunnies and Bulls, nice name, man. What's on the top of your gun wish list in real life? I don't have anything major. Is there anything that I really, really want to get? I mean, not particularly. Pretty happy with, like, what I've got at the moment. Yeah, man, I don't know. I'm not sure if I really have anything that I want to get. Maybe, like, just a bigger caliber if I ever did, like, an elk or a moose hunt, so it's not a specific thing, but I guess as much as I'll say it's just like a 300 or, you know, something that size. Hey, Paul. Good luck, shoots to big male. We're definitely trying. Chasing this guy all around the map for probably a level 3 or 4, but wanted to give it a shot. I think the 4s can actually make diamond as well, so that could also be a thing. I'm hoping with us chasing him so far, he will actually be attempting to come back. I don't really know how it works with, like, the new nervous state. If, you know, if they choose a location some certain distance from the old zone when they do that, or if it's just anywhere. Because if it's just anywhere, he'll be nervously feeding down here, you know, miles away from his zone, which was way up there. So I don't know. We'll kind of see if he tries to come back. 6.5 Creedmoor. So that was one of my sort of options. I was between the 6.5 and the 7mm 08, and I went with the 08 because I wanted kind of like that slightly, I don't want to say more power, because I mean it depends on the loads and everything, but yeah, I kind of wanted the ability to go with the amount of power you can get there, and of course you still have the flash shooting and all that. The Sportsman's Channel, thanks for the super chat, man. Is a 300.6 scoring moose good? Yeah, it's a solid one, dude. It's not bad at all. I wish he'd like warning call or something. Would be nice. Phoebe plays online, thank you for the super chat as well. Hunting red deer in real life? Any tips? Unfortunately, I've never done it, so I can't give you much other than smoke a big male. And do I remember you? I do. Or are you telling me to remember you? I've seen your name. I know that much. Are moose broken? It's hard to say that they're broken because they can make diamond, but just going off the feel of everything and the amount of level 5 trolls and all that, I have to say yes. Like, something is off. Maybe they're not fully broken, but their scoring seems weird. First YouTube stream I've got. Well, glad you can make it. Hope you're enjoying it. Hope you're enjoying crouching through the trees doing nothing. Seems like these tracks are actually old enough that we should pick up the pace a little bit. I wonder if he's actually zipping right back to his other zone, because that marker is the roe deer that we shot in the vertebrae that I gotta go back and get. And at least for a moment there, he was heading right in that direction. Heh. There's a little lake down here. Where are we? Oh. A lake that's very obvious on the map. When am I doing a coyote and jackal tips video? The thing is, for both of them, I really don't know much about the best strategies for hunting them. They're kind of just opportunity kills for me, and I've gotten quite lucky more with coyotes than jackal. I think I've only had 2 diamond jackal and maybe 2 rares. Coyotes I've had probably 4 diamonds and like 6-7 rares. But yeah, I don't really actively hunt them, I just find them and shoot them as I'm going along. So I'd have to learn more before I do that. Not broken, but confused. I mean, that's a pretty good way to put it, to be quite honest. Wow, that's unfortunate. At least he didn't take, like, forever. I want to get him just for the respawn. I also don't want to hit him poorly and track him any further. Let's see if we can keep up with him here for a minute. So we're going to go all the way out of view. Alright, that's fine. At least we know that we're not missing anything major. And we can get back where we were. What's up, Danny? Had 6 trolls and 1 died. 6 trolls, dude. What's going on? It's not even fair. Hopefully that luck turns around. And Potato Head, what's the best place for fallow deer? Thanks for the super chat, man. Best place? I mean, if you hunt them during their drink time, this lake is one of my favorites. These 2 lakes, like in Hirschfelden, I think this is technically Schoenfeld over here, are good. The river, though, it actually has a ton of them. You just have to be a little bit patient with the way you go down through there, because it's very easy to spook them before you see them. I'm disappointed in the amount of fox in the field so far. I was really hoping we'd see more of them out there feeding. 13 diamonds since release on console. Unfortunately, all mountain lion and turkey except for 1 pronghorn. Yeah, those 2 are definitely the most common, though. That makes sense. The biggest deer I've shot in real life is actually my 9-point that was on video this past year. You can watch that on this channel. Should do a European bison hunt video. We used to do a lot of those back in the day. I was thinking about that recently. I may do another one sometime soon. I just kind of have my diamond one in the lodge, and I don't so much care to spend a lot of time grinding for another, so I don't know. Maybe. My most disappointing troll? Have I ever had a troll, like, super rare? I don't think I have. Have I ever had any really sad ones? I think I had I had 2 troll grizzly bears when the only diamond in the game I didn't have were grizzlies, so maybe one of those 2? Or maybe I didn't have, no, I did have a fox, but I didn't have it like on my main game, so I don't think that would be as disappointing. Speaking of, not the one I want. Either want like a bigger rare male or a diamond, so not too worried about females. Oh, the Piebald 5 Axis, you right? You've been around a while, man. I'm impressed you remember that was a Twitch stream. Yeah, I think he was 943 or 945, something like that. We did have a Piebald level 5 Axis, which would have been my first diamond Axis deer. I could not find one. That may very well be, because at the time, even though Axis deer were quite common to get diamonds on, I could not find one. And I was trying to do my Parquet Lodge. I think I maybe only had Axis deer and red deer left, and maybe mule deer. That was a pretty big disappointment. You've had 7 level 5 trolls that scored 106. That has to be the worst luck, because a lot of those 5s make it, dude. Sounds like you're doing everything right, just kind of getting unlucky on those. East Ohio Fishing, thanks for the super chat, man. Keep up the great videos. What's your most rare harvest? Think mine would be my pristine Iberian wolf. Those are actually cool. I want to get a diamond one of them. I'd say my most rare one ever would be probably... I was gonna say the piebald diamond whitetail, but diamond whitetail were a lot more common by the time I got that. And I did get a lot of rares on the Great One grind. Maybe the albino diamond moose, but again, at the time, diamond moose were common. I think the whitetail was more rare. James, thanks for the super chat, man. Is the night vision pack worth it? You have everything else. If you like hunting fox or lynx, or even wolves at night, I would say it's worth it just for that. The bows are not that special. The sight as well that comes with that, it's nice, but I don't really do a whole lot of like super long range bow shooting, so I don't have a good reason to use it. Like, I prefer to use that single pin sight that I always use. So yeah, I would just say if you like kind of night hunting, then yes, but otherwise I'd skip it. It was in a highlight vid, was it? Oh yeah, that was the same stream as the diamond mule deer. That's right. That makes sense. Was wondering because that would have been 2 years ago, basically, when there were far less people on the Twitch. Ow. Just want to know what it is. Small male. All right. Get back. We're just gonna go back up there and go the way I meant to go. That is this way. Did I get through? Oh yeah. They're $3. That's like 75 cents a year. Wait, what are $3? I already forget. Sorry. Meant to say diamond pristine? Oh, okay. I kind of figured. I didn't want to kill your dreams if it was just a normal pristine, but yeah, I had a mythical 938 pristine one. I was very sad about that. I'd like to get a diamond one. That's awesome, man. Danny, why are they smoking you with those .1s? They're out to get you. I don't play Call of the Wild, but I might buy it. You're the reason I want it. It's a good game, man. I mean, I don't know how much, you know, I've spent on it between the base game and the DLCs and, you know, whatever else I guess has gone into it. At this point, I feel like the new mouse that I bought was mainly due to many clicks playing Call of the Wild, but I mean, at whatever I'm at, almost 3,400 hours, I've certainly gotten my money's worth out of it and plenty more. Ben, thanks for the super chat. Any word on new multi-mounts or new maps? Currently, no. I mean, console just finally did get Silver Ridge Peaks, like what, 3 weeks ago? So, no word yet, but I think we'll start seeing clues for something upcoming fairly soon. Gonna head out to get some boneless pizza. My favorite kind of pizza. Oh, really, Seth? See, I wonder if that is the zones getting scooted around. We're gonna go chase this guy. At least figure out how old these tracks are and maybe get to the serve edge. Yeah, I wonder if, like, those diamonds just been up there? Or if that's the zones getting moved, sorta. Can you get an albino fallow stag? Not only can you do that, you can get one actually from the missions for free, which is a good sized one. What's her name? Gerlinda or something? I think it's her missions that lead to it. I guess I could look. I could if I had the mission system enabled, so we'll worry about that later. Pretty sure that's it. Hopefully this stream keeps going when I get back. Well, we got another hour and a half of running around this map. I figured as much as I maybe shouldn't go off track chasing random things, seems like a good thing, especially on Hirschfelden, to just wipe out more animals for respawns, and there's limited area that I hunt on this map, so the more time we take going elsewhere and then heading back to the main area, the better, I figure. I know he's right here. McLovin, thanks for the meat, man. Big ol' meepy male with an albino bison. I'd have been very sad, by the way, if that was a male one, which I also would have been happy that you got it, just to be fair. But what I really want is like a male rare, but at this point I'd take anything. I see you. A little confused in there. We'll kick him out of here and then get him. Wish the elk were interchangeable. I know, but I guess it's because they're such different sized models. Maybe some of the poses wouldn't work. Isn't the only... Maybe it's because they're going to do other ones, but isn't the only elk multimount right now the tactical espionage? Because I don't know that they ever make much contact. I don't think that would be an issue. Really? It turned. Had we spotted it, that we'd have been fine for that. Ooh. Got a 38.99 Grey Wolf. Yeah, those are sad. What's up, Joe? We haven't gotten anything special so far. Tracked a level 3 Fallow for forever and didn't even shoot it, but he was max weight, and I at least wanted to see what he was. And then when he was level 3 and ran over the hill, I didn't really care to continue following. Okay, we ought to get a shot right down through here. You want to slow down? Got something. Don't know if it was good enough. The right gun to kill a fox? 243, 223, anything weapon class 2. 420 arrows as well. Would it be dope getting a 120 plus rare? I forget who it was. I think Scrubby might have been. Had a 120 melanistic. Oof. It was too small to be a gold anyway. But yeah, I'm with you. That would be really cool. See if we get any geese randomly taken off. Haven't seen a bison super rare. I know someone has one. I know it was a thing. Can't remember who for sure. Leighton, thanks for the super chat, man. What did you miss? Nothing on Leighton. That was a terrible joke. Whole lot of mostly silvers and golds. Just sort of getting reacquainted with Hirschfelden because zones did get shifted around here as well. We know for sure from Friday's Twitch stream that red deer are drinking at this lake again, and I saw earlier today they drink at this lake again, so that's nice to see. I want to see what else is going on, such as random foxies chilling over there. Probably smoke that one since that's got a chance of being a gold anyway. We'll see what this track is. Anything crazy? Definitely nothing crazy. That's actually a good question, by the way. Does PC have a larger population than console? To my knowledge, it's the same. I don't think there's any official information out there anywhere on that. But, from playing both, I believe it's the same. I wonder if we can get both of those. I want to get, up on this rock so we can have a good vantage. Wish they would add feeders for pigs in Call of the Wild. Yeah, I mean, they're nice and classic, and I'll give you this much. I don't care enough about the wild boar in this game that if you started getting way more diamonds or rares because of that, it wouldn't bother me. But then again, people that do actually, maybe pride themselves on their abilities to hunt wild boar, they might be a bit more bothered by that. Okay, that's that one. I don't know, that's in that area of making the game too easy, which is a bad thing. So you definitely gotta be careful with it. Okay, now yeah, she didn't even hear that. That's those two. There was a male track. I bet he's in the same general area. At the very least, we'll check and make sure that he's not a rare. Raffy G, I hope I'm saying that right. Thanks for becoming a Super Schuster, man. Welcome. Make sure you join the Discord and link up your YouTube. Kyle has got the link there already. What an absolute champion. Yeah, link up your YouTube to the Discord, get the Super Schuster roll, and enjoy the emojis and everything in chat, man. Thank you. It's harder to get diamonds on console. I would disagree with that as well. Just from, like, the fact that I was on, I mean, I guess I have better knowledge at level 20-something that I was on console than I did level 20-something on PC. But when I first started playing on console with my girlfriend, like, we were finding diamonds every day. It wasn't any different than PC as far as I'm concerned. Like, we had, I think it was almost a month, where either a rare or a diamond was shot every single day. Like, if you put the hours in, they're there. That's I think, quite similar, PC and console. Really? 9.9 again? At least we got a Foxy Zone and got a couple of them. I like their models. I need to hunt them more. Need to find places to hunt them more, I think is a better way to say that. We'll probably only go down to about that field and then stop. And we'll do, like, this chunk down in here, because I want to get that done before 9 a.m. Hirschfelden and Medved have room for new animals. Hirschfelden could definitely take, like, pheasants or something like that, because as you can see, I mean, we're running through the fields and there's hunting pressure all over. We're getting stuff, but it's not like the fields are just loaded with animals. Say, like, on Silver Ridge Peaks, anywhere that's open, usually animals are out there feeding. So I think they could do, like, pheasants or something, like, exclusively in the fields on this map. And then Medved, you know, snowshoe hare or Arctic fox, something like that would be awesome. Thought that was maybe a melanistic fallow. Hey, that's our fox. And the other one, I'm not worried about the roe deer because they are weird with their scoring right now. Where'd it go? Same way. Not in the lungs. Got her anyway. Killed a melanistic goose and then lost everything? Well, that's not good. Some kind of, like, save corruption kind of deal? I forgot about that. I wanted to get a melanistic goose still. That's something I want to go for. I hope there's not some kind of weird issue with them. I've seen some posted. A button that'll reset the population in your game. I kind of wish they had some sort of, like, sensible, like, way and reason to do that for console and for PC. Because obviously, when PC players do that, even if it is for a legitimate reason, say like back in the day where all the geese were weighing like 0.001 kg and were level 1s, I'd say that's a very legitimate reason to reset your pot file. Like, if you're trying to hunt a diamond goose and the geese are broken, like, I don't have an issue with anybody that did that. I really don't even have an issue with people that reset their pot files in general. I don't care. I don't like to do it. If you spam it for diamonds, that's maybe a little bit questionable, but again, do whatever you want. Anyway, point is, PC players can do it, but it's not like that's a legitimate thing that's manipulating the files in some way. So if there was like a good reason they could come up with, I just smacked my mic, sorry. Like, how would you have something, it doesn't have to be completely realistic, but how would you have something where the population is entirely new, that you could either pay for a service to get it done in real life, or, you know, something. But yeah, it would be nice. Like, I think a lot of people get bored, and a lot of people don't want to shoot everything on their map to get fresh spawns. I enjoy, like, the idea and the process of having to work towards something. Like, for the Great One, The reason that I was able to get it as quickly as I did, obviously was partially luck. Partially the fact that this is my job and I have the time to put into it. And partially because I had so much fun actually doing it because I knew I was working towards something and I enjoy that sort of thing. That made a big difference. A lot of people don't have the time or that enjoyment of it. So it'd be nice. I don't know. A really good reason to do it would be nice. I really wish I had noticed there were males in there. Guess he turned again? And like I said, they're scoring weird. I'm not worried about them. Somebody, thanks for the super chat, man. Congrats on the cape. Thanks, dude. That was one that I really wanted to get out of the way. I feel like I had seen it in a couple of comments, and I just was feeling like people are probably getting tired of seeing all these Cape Buffalo in like every Sunday highlights video. So I'm glad to be pretty much done with that. It's not to say that I'm never going to hunt Cape Buffalo again, but, you know, have that one checked off the list is nice. When am I hunting in real life again? Should be October 1st for pronghorn if all goes well. Don't know if we're going to actually manage to be out there for October 1st or not, because I'm going with Gary and his job situation is potentially going to screw with that a little bit, but, you know, that general time frame we should be out there, maybe like the 2nd. I don't know. Type normal. Just do it. Will I ever do a face cam? I might do one someday, like, actually consistently. You know, I've used it in random things here and there, like, sparingly. I have my face on camera when I do real-life hunting videos and stuff. So there's that. Is there a reason I should type normal? To keep the flow of the chat as smooth and worry-free as possible. Is that a good answer? I like it. Nothing out here. This area used to be one of my favorite fallow rest zones back when I was grinding for a diamond fallow deer in November-ish of... when would that have been? Had to be 2018. Because November 2019 was like all quattro. So yeah. About that area. Big male. Teep normal. So you think that's McLovin trying to be funny, but that's just how he spells it. I'm sorry. That's not okay. It is a good answer. Why, thank you. Lodge quality animal coming up? I'm hoping so. I mean, that was kind of the point of coming back here, because I think things got moved and the places that I even do hunt consistently might have new stuff. Would love to get a diamond or a rare male fox. Nice. 666. Gonna switch to phone, sounds good. I work with grown men every day who correspond with emails in only caps, like just yelling about product specs and other stuff. I'm like, just please calm down, old man. I've never understood the need to use caps, and I see that, you know, all over the place as well. Facebook comments is another just absolutely hilarious one, when someone's like upset over nothing. It's either all caps or they capitalize like every third word where they think they're making emphasis. I enjoy those sort of things. Do I have... okay. Waypoint is not set to somewhere I'm actually trying to go. Not much interesting in this field. We'll hit this other one just to be sure. And then I think I want to go... what did I even say? Oh, these spots. I have my own language barrier. Yes. How old am I? I am 22, but not for too much longer. Getting even older. It's almost like time works that way. Don't walk at such weird angles. I don't like that. That's not why I shot him. I was going to shoot him either way, but, you know, walking at weird angles is just asking for it. Tips on making streams and videos better. One of the biggest things I'll say is if you're looking for different equipment, worry about your microphone early on. People will watch like a slightly blurrier or slightly laggier video a lot more than they'll watch something where the microphone quality is just terrible. So maybe look at upgrading that, and just in general always be working on improving something, whether it's like for doing streams, if you're trying to work on being better about like consistently talking even if there's no one there. Because that's a thing, especially for newer streamers. And before I get too far, Sappy Gaming, thanks for the super chat, man. I appreciate the support. When you start off, you don't have a lot of people watching, usually. I started off streaming when I had, I don't know, 6,000 or 7,000 subscribers, I think. And, you know, there'd be 30 people watching, and the chat's quite active then. But, I mean, compared to now, where I don't actually have to be that great at talking through what I'm doing because I can look over and just pick up something from chat. But early on, you gotta learn those skills to just like explain what you're doing. So even if it's basically useless, even if everybody should know what you're doing, you want to be talking because you never know, especially on YouTube because of the delay, but even on Twitch, you never know when that one viewer or those several viewers have shown up, and if you're just sitting there quiet, they're gonna leave before you ever see them, or before, you know, maybe they say one thing on YouTube chat, and by the time you respond, they leave because it just seems like you're being quiet because of that delay. And as McLovin said, communication with the chat is key. So I just said all that stuff about talking when there is no chat. When there is chat, you gotta be interactive and engaging. People are quite often obviously there to watch you, but they are also trying to interact, so that's important. As for videos, like I said, try to improve stuff. Try to improve maybe your editing, or try to improve your thumbnails even, your titles, all that kind of stuff. Like, just always be trying to improve. Hirsch, you missed a lot of running around. Yeah, it's Running Simulator 2021. I see a road here. Big meal. Sappy, thanks again, man. If you had less than 40,000, what gun would you buy? What's the 7 mil cost? I think it's 40,000, so the 270, I don't know if you get that for free on all platforms now. I think you do. I mean, I'd go 270 until you can afford the 7 mil, basically. Don't spend the money till you can get the 7 mil. Final answer. Brandon, thanks for the super chat, man. Love your videos. Keep up the awesome work. I'll definitely do my best, dude. I appreciate it. How do you get so much money? I play this game a lot. For almost 4.4 million money, but also 25,000 harvests. It adds up. Geese hunting is one of the best ways of getting monies quickly. Which way am I going? Up like that. I'm gonna buy a PC and stream my reactions with water buffaloes, aka me running around cussing. They just want hugs. That's all they want. I would watch you stream specifically Parque Fernando for water buffalo, just to see what actually is going on there. I'd also be interested to see what happens, like that switch from console to PC. If your shooting would all of a sudden just be so good that you don't have to worry about it, just dropping them. Finally made it past 2 million in monies. It's weird, like there was a point where I didn't care. Like, let's see what's going on here before I go into my inventory and spook things that I don't want to spook. Like, that. I already spooked it, but, you know. Also, before I let things get away that I want to smoke, DrippyX, thanks for the super chat, dude. Appreciate you. Anyway, yeah, there's a point where I didn't care. So, like, I had the crossbow on me earlier today. As I said, I'm working on a which weapon pack to buy video. I've got 1,600 grain crossbow bolts that I'm, like, never going to use, just because I thought I was always going to use it, and I just didn't care. So I just have, like, all this ammo for, like, random stuff. Now, for some reason, I actually care about my money. Not in real life, my, like, money counting game. So, like, I try to not buy too much ammo. I'm only running with, like, 100 of these ones. I do have a bunch of 243 from that same thing back in the day. But it's just this weird thing where I'm like, alright, now I want to try to get to 5 million because I'm well over 4. It's weird. What a life if I could be good at the game. You could have, like, every diamond and every rare and just have moved on to greener pastures already. I see. What new map do you want next? See, that's a weird question for me to answer because what I want is actually another North America map. I want like a desert map with coos deer. You could do pronghorn, desert mule deer, desert bighorn, javelina, coyote, jackrabbit, like all these kind of things. But we have 2 of the last 3 maps being North America. There's like no way that we'd get another North America map that fast. I guess that was too low. If I hit that. That would have been good. Anyway, so I expect to get like Australia or New Zealand. Holy things happened. DrippyX, thanks for 2 more super chats, man. And Kyle, what's going on, man? You like this map? It's a nice map. We haven't gotten anything super interesting. I think, like, honestly, only even a couple of golds. Has not been the most special of hunts, but I'm just kind of checking out some of these new zones because there's even these feed zones that have been moved around and haven't been here in a long time. So it's nice to see them, you know, being back here. And the animals that are in them could very well have been in areas where I didn't see them, hunting the places that I like to hunt before. So I just want to see if there's anything good that's been waiting on my map for this change. Turn the chat into a soccer mom group text? It already is that, don't worry. We're good. Get the capris. You want Alaska? I mean, Yukon Valley is technically Alaska. Still wish they do Dall sheep there, though. I think I saw the melanistic caribou, actually. Long message, so I didn't read it out loud. As for the roe deer, they can make diamond. It's just very, very rare. I've seen, like, 2. He just ducked that completely. I don't know if he stopped or what. Just completely oofed my shot. Darn it. Holy, I don't have any breath. We're just gonna take care of it now. That'll work. Leighton, thanks for the super chat. That would be a good counter map. I think it would be. It'd be unique. It would be. I think there's enough like sage kind of brushiness and stuff that it wouldn't be too much like Virunga, but it would be like it in the sense that a lot of people like to hunt it because it is open and you can find a lot of animals. I'd like it. I also wish they would do the thing that they initially did on Virunga where animals spooked further away. Tons of people had an issue with it, and to be fair, it was annoying. Like, basically, you guys kind of know the thing. You spook animals if you're running about 150 meters away. When Virunga came out, it was actually kind of, they made it so that open area actually mattered, and you spooked animals running about 200 meters away, but there was enough complaints about that they got rid of it. The Sportsman channel, thank you, man. Appreciate you dropping in super chats, and I appreciate the support. Guns for Silver Ridge Peaks, I'd go 307 mil, 22. Just trying to remember if you need the 243, but you don't. Tips for hunting bison. Which bison? The Euros I'm not very good with. Plains bison, go to Silver Ridge Peaks and hunt there a couple of different drink times. You just wipe out tons of them. I thought we were low. Alright, is 9:17. Fallow are about to start drinking. I actually don't want to change the time. Let's maybe... What can we do for a couple of minutes to let Fallow get in their zone? Let's see if any geese show up. We have the 22. $20 in your Steam wallet. Anyone have some game recommendations? I'm down for game recommendations as well. I kind of haven't played Planet Zoo in a little while, even though I have a really cool zoo that I'd like to continue working with, but some other just sort of off-time games would be nice. These are uninteresting creatures. Redneck Jay, thanks so much for the super chat, man. Really appreciate you. Love your videos. Keep up the amazing work. I'd really like to meet you and go hunting and fishing with you. I don't know if there's ever an opportunity to do some kind of like group meetup thing. It may be, although I'm not sure about a group meetup with hunting because I don't want to be responsible for tons of people trying to hunt, even if I wouldn't technically be responsible. I would be in some sense. See if he comes down here. Why do I have 23 skills and 20 instead of 22? That's a good question. I've mentioned it here and there, and I try to, like, when I talk about my skills, I try to remember to say that there's a glitch. It's not a glitch that you can actively take advantage of, but if you reset your skills a bunch of times, and I don't know how many times that is, I don't know, like, why eventually it happens, but I've reset my skills a bunch to try different combinations. Eventually, you for some reason just get a skill point stuck. So you don't gain an extra one that you actually have, like, a choice of where to put it. You just get one that you don't have to actually place. So where I have one, I think it's in perks, not skills. Maybe I have a skill one that I'm not aware of. But I think it is this one? I don't think I actually put these two in increased confidence. I think they're just there. Maybe one of them. I can't actually remember where. Something in archery. Mine just stays. Did we not get that? We must have hit the tree. Huh. I mean, again, I'm not worried about roe deer, but that's kind of sad. Alright. I have this tent specifically here for that fallow lake, so we may have spooked all the fallow that should drink here, but we'll see. The flashlight, by the way, does not affect animals. They don't see it at all. It does nothing. Nothing but make it easier for you to see. And light up tracks. My field of view, just the default, 60. I've never changed it. It's weird to, like, even play with it a little bit. Ooh, let's go figure out what this guy is. I was talking about wanting more diamond pigos, so let's see what's going on here. What this probably is, actually, now that I'm thinking of it, is respawns from doing all those boar missions for the videos when I was away in Utah. Or did I have a max weight? I think I had a max weight boar track when I did fallow missions ages ago. I don't know that I followed it. Could be either of them. Is there any other great ones besides whitetail? Right now there's not. Eventually, they probably will add them. Would love if this said black gold. Darn it. How many hours have I put into this game? It's close to 3,400 now. 3370. I don't have my Steam pulled up. Oh, you know what? I can do it with my overlay. 3390 actually. Very close to 4,000 hours. A New Zealand map of Southern Alps, pheasant, chamois, boltar, red deer, sandbar deer, I think that last one is. I actually like that idea. So if I don't know if I'm saying that chamois or whatever correctly, but they are essentially mountain goats that aren't mountain goats. They're like smaller Maybe even a little more skittish. They're the mountain goats that live in other areas. That's how I should have said that. I think they'd be cool. I like the mountain goats. Make them actually more difficult to find because the ones in Silver Ridge Peaks, as cool as they are very much just free kills if you go to their lakes. Can I whistle? Yes, but not really well. I can whistle better, like... Are they still feeding? I guess so. I can whistle better inhaling than exhaling for some reason. It's not good. Which do I prefer, Call of the Wild or Classic? See, that's a really tough question. Like, I obviously play more Call of the Wild, I do more Call of the Wild content. It's still, even though I've got so many hours in it, the newer game for me. My dad just texted me, my Obsession bow just arrived. But yeah, it's like... Call of the Wild is more fast-paced. It generally is a little, like, easier as far as, like, getting trophy animals and stuff. Classic's a little more simulator-driven. I also like the fact that you're more inclined to hunt with a bow in Classic. You get more advantages from doing so. But, I don't know. The graphics and stuff of Call of the Wild pull me in. You wish you were asleep? Are you saying I'm boring you? That is rude. How many diamonds do I have? I don't know. 592. We're getting close to 600. Hopefully this piggy's 593. We're not too far behind him, and they run like turtles. So once we actually get caught up... The issue is we spooked him when we shot something else a while ago. Once we get caught up here, we'll find him and know what he is. I have to go, you'll watch after school. Sounds good, man. No worries. Shot a Melanistic Plains Bison? Nice. I only have females for those. If that's a male, that would be really, really cool, man. What does the purple stuff mean? Purple. Oh, the hunting pressure. I've got an entire video of it. If you want to just search like Flinter hunting pressure, I'll explain it best there. But essentially when you shoot any animal, hunting pressure forms on the map, and getting too much of it, animals will avoid the area. That's the simplest explanation I can give. No caffeine. Oh no. I try to like... I drink coffee like probably every other morning. I try to not get too far into getting dependent on caffeine because I was at a point. But I know that feel when you needs it. Something's right here. I don't know if that was a pig or a fox. I think we might be right behind them now. Can you pull up your diamond and show the stream? Pull up my diamond, what? Count? I actually did that when someone asked, but maybe you missed it if that's what you're asking for. Hey, Hunterman. Mouching of a hot pocket between 3rd degree mouth burns and cold cheese? Nope. There's no way. It's one or the other. You have to remove your taste buds for a week if you wish to enjoy a hot pocket without cold cheese. It's just how it works. Oak track 380 to 440. That's going to be level 2 or 3. You want 440 to 500. Midwest map? What do you want on that, McLovin? Give me all the animals. Does hunting pressure go away over time? Yes, but it's not because of time. It's because of shooting animals in other areas. Dang it. Saw that 4 already. It's okay. Wow, my breath is not good. No. Pick a direction and stick to it. Holy. Diamond count, you're good, man. No worries. I'll show it again. 592 right over there. What did you miss? A fair amount of actually what we were doing right here. Just chasing max weight track animals. And he's, what, 1.76 kilos above the minimum for that estimate we had. Slightly annoying, but respawns are respawns. And that's one that I actually want, so it's good. Killed a melanistic mule deer. I never had a melanistic, I think of Ordo till that Twitch stream 2 weeks ago. They actually look really cool. I like them. Best whitetail map? The only map that has whitetail is Leighton Lakes. And back. You missed it. Nothing happened. Because it's Hirschfelden. Making Nutella toast because I'm incredibly healthy. Yes. I don't know why I feel compelled to tell this story, but it's my stream, I'll do what I want. I watch a decent amount of MasterChef because I really like that show, and it actually has helped me a bit with, like, being a better, not MasterChef at all, but making food taste better, essentially. Anyway, they had an entire, like, challenge based on cooking with Nutella, and I wonder how much they paid them to do that. It had to be a lot. That's the most random thing for them to come up with. How many tents do I put up on my map? I think the max you can do is 16. I almost brought tents with me today to maybe do setups, but I ended up not doing that. It just depends, you know. I set up tents in places that I like to go to, and however many that is, of course, to a maximum of 16. It's kind of funny because you could kind of glitch that 16. Ooh, wonder where that guy's at. Maybe he's hiding over here. Basically, before they made it so any equipment you set up in multiplayer was returned to your inventory, all those tents would go to your map. So if you just went to someone else's map, set up the tent, then return to single player, anything you put up there in that multiplayer game would stay. And there's still maps out there that have like hundreds of tents from people doing that. Should we chase this? See what you guys think. How is me? Am good. Enjoying being on a different map, despite the fact that I'd say our chances of getting a really big male are lower just because Hirschfelden. It's nice to be doing something different that's, you know, not super intensive respawn grinding or Bahunga or Leighton, because that's pretty much been the extent of what we've done lately. Is Melanistic Grey Wolf a thing? It actually is. I've had 3 or 4 of them. They're not incredibly rare because I haven't spent like an unbelievable amount of time actually hunting them. It's just now Trax. I really hope he cooperates and just shows himself out here. And that he is a level 5 albino would be nice too. If nothing else, he got us a fox rest zone, so I'm not too sad to not see him. Would like to know what he is, but he's probably not that big. Okay. Just since it went so poorly last time. Where did you go? What? Is the grass in the way? Yep. Set up several goose spots in multiplayer, server crashed and lost everything. I wonder why it does that now. I'm hearing that more and more. I don't like it. Shush the fox. Even though it's a female and I'm not too worried about their respawns, we'll definitely take those when we can get the chance. Did diamond moose even spawn anymore? It is possible, it's just really, really rare. I can't imagine that's intended. Especially when, you know, most animals, I would say, if anything, have gone up in, like, diamond spawn rate, I would think. Like, certainly whitetail. there's way more of them now than there used to be. And I know, like, people understand more about how to hunt them, and people understand more about zones and respawns and all that. I cannot be convinced that there's not more diamond whitetail spawning now than there was, say, 2 years ago. So I don't know why moose would be more rare. There's got to be something going on. Best spot for a red deer, I would say the big lake in the northeast of Trixter. Speaking of that, I might actually head back there fairly soon. We did all that ibex grounding. We got our ibex. There's this guy again. Just makes me want to go chase him, but we're gonna not. Anyway, we did so much of that I haven't hunted it lately. I think there was a random Twitch stream where we went back, but I think we may go there again. Uh, 16 per map, Graham. You could have whatever 8 times 16 is. We have 8 maps? I think so. Yes. Arctic map with polar bear, Arctic fox, ptarmigan, muskox, caribou, moose. I think it would be interesting. That's kind of White Rime Ridge from Classic with some slight differences. It's one of my favorite maps in that game, so I don't know. I'd go there. Best spot for water buffalo, if you want to see the most of them, the east coast of the map. And then there are several lakes across the east side where you'll see a lot of them as well. Okay, I want to go here. We're actually getting a lot of stuff based on the hunting pressure. I like to see that. Need to play Call of the Wild again? I mean, yeah, but you can find me another rare bison first. Not that I would take that. I feel like I have to clarify at the moment I say something like that. How do you unlock maps? There are DLCs you have to buy. If that's what you mean. I'm trying to figure out what you might mean by unlock. I think we can get both of them. Is there any... This little spot sometimes has them. Not today. Okay. The only issue is that female may be too much of a bodyguard. Nah, that's fine. And I think that's as good as we're gonna do for bucks. Wrong thing. Nope. See, this is why you gotta check before you jump off the cliff. Going to Mick work. Have a good Mick hunt, you big male. Alright. Enjoy work, man. Catch you later. Are there more skills after level 60? Unfortunately not. And I have 2 different perspectives on the level cap. One, I think they should just like remove the level cap and make it to where every single level is either like, say, 2% more experience required to go to the next one, and then it does nothing but level up. Like, no skills, no any advantage, just like almost hunter score in Classic in a way. Just let you know what level you are, like how much you've played the game. Essentially. The other thing is, honestly, if you have, say, 500 hours, 1,000 hours, 4,000 hours, whatever, why not be able to get all the skills in the game? Who cares? You're probably just as capable without all those skills as you are with them. So I don't have an issue with them, you know, allowing that as well. If they were to do that, I think that would be just fine. Let's check here, because that is a spot where I believe fallow deer used to drink and then stopped. So I want to see if that's maybe been changed up. Ryan, thanks for the super chat, dude. Did you shot my first diamond not on parquet? Ooh. What was your first diamond not on parquet? Nightbot is 12? Yes. And yes, Zachary, I do have a girlfriend. She is currently at work. How tall am I? Short foot 8. 5'8", 5'9" on a good day. Am I ready for deer season? Yes and no. I've been shooting my bow quite a lot, but as you may have just heard, I don't know how long ago that was, 20 minutes ago or something, my dad texted me, my obsession bow finally just got here. They had some things where, like, the virus hit, and then I think something else was going on. Anyway, I'm going to have to get that bow set up and ready to go here within about a month. Should be enough time, but, you know, less than ideal. Yeah, I've seen hackers in multiplayer. It happens. You can either just leave, or you can deal with it. I've also been in hacked servers where I didn't necessarily know the player was hacking. I shot 3 max weight diamonds, and then after the third one I was like, oh, that's not real. So then I just left. What's up, TSG? On a good day? I've been saying that for years. I don't know if I've like heard that somewhere and I stole it, or if that was my own thing. But yeah, you know, if I'm in a good mood and really just standing up straight, get that 5'9". Stream's lagging. We're all good on this end, 60 FPS, no drop frames. It's a good time. Biggest buck with a bow or gun? They're pretty much the same, actually. I think my biggest buck ever is the 9-point I got last year with the 30-30. That one is basically the same size, maybe just like the slightest bit bigger than my 9-point that I got with my bow. They're quite similar. Seems like PC is easier. I would say it's easier to aim. You have auto run, so you can be a bit more efficient in that way. Mostly, you know, while you're claiming an animal, you can be auto running. But it's not a huge difference. You know, I've played both, and you can be almost every bit as effective on console. It's just those minor things, and if you're like especially a good shot on controller, or there's probably other things that I'm not actually thinking of at the moment, you can actually be, I would say, like 100% as efficient. That guy's better than that tiny one on the other side, but I don't imagine we're getting a shot at him. I'm happy to see like several herds of them, even though this is like a solo one. Groups, spawns, whatever you want to call them. I can never be smart enough to just say spawns the first time. Several spawns of fallow deer, because there was the herd on this side, and then that guy on the far side. Can you shoot pronghorn with the 7mm? Yeah, you actually can. Seems a bit overpowered, but it does give you the proper ammo check. That was rude. Took a step right when I shot. Good thing he was little. What red dot do you use with the first crossbow sight? What red dot do I use? Trying to figure out what you mean. Oh, I think I might understand your question. The top dot is your 0 range, and then the next dot down is 0 range plus 20. Third dot down is 0 range plus 40, to make that obvious. So let's say you 0 for 10 meters, top dot's 10, middle dot's 30, bottom dot's 50. Is there a limit skill and perk points? Because for 6-7 levels you haven't received any. You should have gotten 1 in the middle there. After around level 36, you get it every 3rd level. Yeah, switching equipment on console is a pain. That is a terrible UI. I'll give you that. Why does he look so... Look at that Adam's apple. True Adam's apples. Anyway. They need to redo the UI. It's terrible. A lot of this game was made, obviously, with console in mind. The ability to switch items, like as I'm doing here with my mouse scroll wheel, basically translates quite smoothly into switching with the D-pad. But, yeah, there's sides of it that are not good. You love telemarketers? My brother, like, I get this call about my car's extended warranty. I'm like, dude, my truck's 15 years old, that warranty is gone. I just I'll say something to make sure they're not an actual person before I hang up on them, because then if they are, I'm just going to be like, can you get this number off of your list, please? Anyway, my brother just gives them the worst answers, like he got a call about life insurance, and they asked his age, he just told them he was 200, and they hung up. It's like, man, I need to adopt your method. I knew that wasn't right. Okay, so I never really knew what happened there when this glitch occurs. I also would love to get this guy, if he'll show up. There's a glitch where you can see this is a fallow deer track. When I'm clicking on it, it's showing me a wild boar track, and it's also giving me the direction. You can tell that I've clicked on it, but it's not highlighting blue. So I think that's actually an issue of, like, the game's giving me the wrong track ID or something. I always thought that was a much weirder bug, but having seen that, I think it makes a lot more sense. I think that's a potential gold. Thank you for not taking a step. Preset loadouts? Yeah, especially for console because of that big pain to change the inventory. That would be awesome. And it's awesome in Classic. I'd like it. You just don't answer? I don't tend to answer my phone for a lot of phone calls either. If I don't recognize the number, like, nah, you don't need to talk to me, leave a message. Speaking of that, got a voicemail when I was recording yesterday, and I never checked it. I should do that. Best way to hunt scrub hare in the savannah? There's a place, obviously I'm not on the map, so I can't show you exactly, but if this was Rahunga Savannah, it's right about here. It's in, like, the bottom left center, maybe more like here. There's a rest zone where about 20 of them go. I've got a tripod there, and I'll just go and wipe out, like, all of them. It's good for clearing pressure, good for respawns, and it happens to be the spot where I killed my 1,000. Swipe left. Yes? Shh, I'm sleeping. But, are you? By the way, I forgot to try the, thing that you sent me, Gary. Gotta go and test that still. Need to sleep, take over. Is nap time. Had a spam caller that called 31 times. Aren't those the best? You just gotta love when that happens. Gotta love it. You're sleeping first? That's rude. Just try to be considerate. That response though. Any more known upcoming DLC? Nothing at the moment. Nothing that's known. I'm sure they are working on something. Any chance I can get some of your bathwater? Unfortunately, the best part about this is I literally can't take a bath because I don't have like a, what are those called? Like a drain plug thing. The like built-in one for my shower bath does not work. And I don't have one, so I can only shower. I'm sorry, but it just can't happen, man. It's big sad. Gamer Boy bathwater. Sell that for $12.99. Next DLC comes late November as each year. Like as a map DLC? Because I would bet we get an equipment one between now and then. Either a new weapon pack, or I still think a long distance DLC would be a really cool idea. Like, I think I said a weapon that you could zero for, I forget the ranges I came up with. Even if they just did 150, 300, and 450, because you can shoot out to 500 on Silver Ridge Peaks, all the above's done it. Then a spotting scope, maybe up to 30 power like the one in Classic, and a, say up to 24 power rifle scope. I like this idea. They should do that. When does hunting season open up? Squirrel season is in just under 2 weeks. Archery season is October 3rd. Just use a blunt object, like a pickle. Yes, it's a great idea. They deleted what message? I no understand. Why on console is the reloading animation for the M1 different from the animation on PC? I bet it's not. I would say, if you're looking at mine and like comparing it, the reason would probably be because I've got all 3 lightning hands perk points. It like speeds up your animations, and some of them are different. The 10 gauge, for instance, if you have no lightning hands perks, you load all 3 shells individually. I think if you have 2 or 3 perk points, you load 1 shell, and then you do like 2 stacked on top of each other the second time. Like, it's a completely different animation. Dove season starts tomorrow? I think that would be the case here too. Maybe you're from PA. I'm pretty sure September 1st was always our opener. I haven't hunted doves in a long time. They're really good, but they're very small. What have you missed? Nothing super special, just kind of going around, checking out the spots that we've been... pretty much the ones that we're always hunting, but zones got shifted around, so just seeing what, if anything, is different. And some things certainly are. If not, G-Man, you ought to do that and sell it. It's a great idea. My favorite weapon pack DLC? I mean, I bring the 22 on every map. I don't even bring the M1 on every map. So, probably weapon pack 1. The crossbow's great and the recurve's fun. Not something I'd carry on every map or anything. But yeah, that 22 is just so useful. I guess technically you don't need it on Medved, or there's another one. What's the other map that has no very small ones? Maybe they even changed that. Well, anyway, there are maps, or at least a map, where you don't need it, but I never take it out of my inventory. It's super useful. That went out of my things, not my alerts. Okay. Alzarin Vale, did I say that correct or close? Thank you so much for becoming a channel member. I really appreciate it. Make sure you join the Discord and link up your YouTube to get the Super Schuster roll. And enjoy the emojis and everything in chat. We're gonna get run over. Ooh, hi. See, hey. We're gonna get dead. How does that get on my map? That's my question. Now, that's gonna sound really weird, but my reasoning for asking that is, I don't shoot female animals almost ever. So, for that to end up respawning is probably, you know what it's from, is the Fallow missions. Because I had to shoot... had to shoot fallow deer for them. So, just in case they would ever do a huddle fallow and allow females, we will save that. Nice that we managed to get that vital hit in there. Wish that would have been a male, but we do have an albino in our multi-mount already. Somebody, I think, did a thing. Yeah, SDPY, thanks for the super chat, man. Archery deer season opens tomorrow in British Columbia. I just need to move there. The fact that we gotta wait till October sucks. So long. It appeared the not biggest but most albino male of Call of the Wild. Nice. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Like I said, that's one of those things where I almost never shoot female animals, specifically because those moments happen. Then I'm like, man, why couldn't that have just been a buck? That would have made me much happier. I'd put that in my lodge. But, yeah, I guess every now and then you shoot one that gets the right respawn. Is the 470 worth it? I would say no. I think you need it for some of Verhunga's missions, so if you want to do those, maybe. You're not going to make your money back just from those missions, though, and I would recommend the 300 instead. Dipped in bleach? You're right. Was evident by the fact that it made the shot way too easy. Rares are never easy in this game. They actually are. Everybody else's videos, it's like spot animal in zone, shoot animal. Mine's like spot animal, for some reason spook it, especially on streams. Chase it for 45 minutes, then shoot it. Tripod that you attach to your rifle? I like the idea. They should make it so you have the option to deploy it, because the bipod that you attach to your rifle in Classic for the 7mm08 is very annoying. You're forced to use it if you go prone, and there's a lot of situations where it's just not as good as like the normal being prone state. I didn't see if you said whether I got your name right or not. I'm just going to say Vale because I know I can say that part right. But thanks for the super chat as well. There are going to be more real life hunting videos. Ooh, hi. Max Weight Boyo. Yeah, I think in all likelihood the first one is going to be sometime around like middle of October. That should hopefully be from our pronghorn hunt, which will be early October, so till I get home, sort of get that all edited together and such, that should be about when it happens. Stop running weird. Getting all of the fallow now. Hillbilly Idiot. I'm a fan of this name. Thanks for the super chat, man. Cold and sick to go goose hunting. I don't think I ever did that at work. Pretty sure I always just like, I would take the first week of rifle season off and find ways to get a couple of days off here and there in archery. But in school, did that a lot. I know all about that life. Did you do that just today, or is that just like the beginning of a story? Because the question then is, did you get any? Was it worth it? It's always worth it, actually. Got an albino fallow deer, didn't realize it was albino. Every now and then that'll happen. I've shot the occasional rare by accident. I know I did it. There was I think it was one of the old Let's Go Hunting videos in Classic back in the day. I was trying to do Hemeldal, and it was a snow day, and I had to record, and my brother and sister were upstairs being super noisy. So I just like got frustrated and gave up and just shot this roe deer female that was coming in the neck with my crossbow, because that was all I could see. Walked up and it was albino, and I was like super sad, like, man, I could have had a rare in this video. Then when I actually went to record it that night, I got a melanistic roe deer female anyway. The real big male skip weeks of class for deer. Yeah, but when you actually have a chance at a deer over 130, it's more worth it. Today and tomorrow, nice. Did you tell him you have like the worst case of whatever sickness you have if you're already calling off tomorrow? Don't see any massive antlers, but I don't know, this wind being as bad as it is not nice. We're also... Nope, that's not what I wanted. Pretty much to where we dropped that other guy, so I guess we'll go get him. Can't reach. Oh, he actually crossed over here too. They drop out of college and do it for a living. Oof. Absolutely smoked him. He still has a way bigger buck than me, though. We got a picture of... It's not, like, huge by any stretch of the imagination, but we got a picture of a pretty nice buck that I think I'd like to go after this season. And I sent it to Gary. I said that I was going to do it, because We were all sitting in the living room watching the pictures, and my brother's girlfriend was there, and she said something like, "Don't do that, next thing you know he'll be here trying to hunt it." And then I was like, if you could see this 170 whatever that he shot, don't worry, he doesn't care about this little one over here. Like, it's a good buck for where we are, and it's probably... What do you think that was, Gary? Low 100s. Doesn't even compare. I mean, the deer on your wall doesn't say you do it for a living. It says you do it for a liver. Get it? Because, like... Never mind. Can you explain aiming for further shots such as 200 meters and beyond? The zeroing perk is the first thing I would say. Make sure you get that in rifles here. Long and short range. The long range allows you to zero out for 300. I'd say anywhere between 150 and 250. Just zero for 150 and aim a little bit high. Once you get to 250, just aim pretty much dead on for 300 and you're good. Out to like 330. The one with the little split G2 thing. It's not really a split G2, it's more like a sticker on the G2. Oh yeah, the one I said I was going to get because it's a 9-point, correct. Yes, yes, yes. For so many years, for like 12 years of hunting or whatever, the bucks that I got went in order from 5 points up to 9 points. And then I got a second 9-point and ruined it. I didn't know how many points my buck from last year had. I knew that he was legal. I knew he had more than 3 points on one side. But after I took the shot, I knew he could have been. So I was like, please be a 10-point. Please continue this weird, strange antler streak that I have. On average, they're probably more than 30 inches smaller too. It's probably like 40 or so. Veil is good? Alright, awesome. That will make life easier for me. Could I do a video reviewing trail cam pictures? If we get enough good ones, maybe. Right now, there's that one that I mentioned that's got the little tiny, like, sticker split G2 kind of thing. And, man, I don't even know if we have any other good ones. There's what I think is a 5 or 6 year old 6-point, actually, which I'll shoot that one if he gives me the opportunity. Other than that, there's not really anything good enough to review, unfortunately. So I don't know. Georgia has small whitetail. Bunch of small males. What have we shot this stream? The only real interesting kill has been a albino fallow doe. Fade, thanks for the super chat. Do I hunt on private land? Yeah, my dad owns a little chunk in PA. It's private land, but it borders public, and as far as most people are concerned, it is also public because of that, but technically is private. And Snakehead, thank you so much for the super chat, dude. Moose season starts tomorrow. Since I draw antler this tag, I have a chance at either one. Ooh. Well, make sure you keep us updated on how that goes. Get you a big male moose. Hi. Wow, you're not nearly as impressive as I had hoped. Level 3 again. The chances of a max weight fallow being level 3, they have to be like less than 84 kilograms, and we've done it twice. No. Not gonna lie, I didn't think that was gonna work. There was another super chat in there as well. Joshua, thank you, man. Like the content, got my first red deer diamond. Last been waiting for a while now. Were you the one with the max weight one by chance? I saw one of those posted. But even if not, the diamond red deer looked pretty awesome, man. Congrats on that. Man. It was good and he wasn't even a gold. When you make that shot, and it's not even worth it. Holy, it's courteous. What's up, man? Poor Kyla trying to stay awake over here. I appreciate the effort anyway. Do I live in PA? I do. Do and have for almost 23 years. Dropped him. Got that little neck bone jaw shot in there. Another one. Oh boy. Here we go again. I guess at this point, it's kind of just the theme of the stream is tracking max weights and getting disappointed, so we'll continue. At least gotta figure out where he is before we slow down, though. I think this will be correct. Don't complain about being sleepy. She has to be sleepy and complain about it, otherwise she'll never be able to afford that Xbox. Do I prefer Euro or shoulder mounts? I think probably shoulder mounts, but I do really like Euro mounts. My brother set up a little, like, taxidermy business, is probably overstating it, but he got those, whatever they're called, dermistid flesh-eating beetles, and he does, like, Euro mounts for people, and he did my 9-point. It turned out really, really nice. Like, I like them a lot more now after having seen that than I did before. They're pretty interesting ways to mount deer. You're named after Cordell Stewart? That's pretty cool, man. Now, do you have the same nickname as well? That's the real question. The Steelers of that era were quite a interesting team. If they'd have had, like, even say Roethlisberger now, in that era, they'd have won 3 or 4 more. They just didn't quite have the quarterback play most of the time. Am I going to stream with D33 next week? Who knows, maybe. Was that last week? I think it was. He was doing a stream like at the same time, so if he's like available for such a thing, that could happen. Why did my zone disappear when I had no zone pressure there? There seems to be some sort of issue with need zones, especially related to going into multiplayer. It seems like your zones will just go away for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Where are you, Mr. Deer? Always with the wind just being as bad as possible. Guess we'll go slow and see if he's trying to come back, maybe. Fade, thanks again, dude. If you're ever in Louisiana, I got some land. I'll have to remember that. Maximum talent. Yes. You live in around Erie, PA? I've never been up there, actually. Oops, dropped my phone. I thought you were saying you dropped your phone number, and I was like, you should probably not do that in the chat. That's a bad idea. To be honest, you want your zones to disappear? Why is that? Just bad spots? I don't think they change spots even. I think it's just the icons. That could be the other thing. There was a point where I know your game got laggy if you had too many zone icons, so maybe that. Maybe that's actually what it's combating, and for some reason it's just doing it wrong. Where are you? At least be a 4. Hasn't been a more talented individual in human history. Well, I'm just glad I'm alive to see it. Shot a pronghorn a couple of weeks ago? Would that have been with the bow then? I assume so, right? Unless there's somewhere you can gun hunt them already. 12. Noble's Amusement Park? I feel like I've seen it advertised or something. That's about it. You was in Altoona, PA a couple of days ago. That's a place I've been in quite a few times. Don't remember the last time I was there, to be honest. A while ago. Is a non-tipping classic as rare as a great one in Call the Wild? No, it's not nearly as rare. I have in probably something like 2,000 hours of classic, maybe 3,000 hours of classics since non-tips were released. 70-ish non-tips, like 50 whitetail, 10 to 15 mule deer, and 5 to 10 blacktail. Figure it balances out to close to 70. Anastasia, thanks for the super chat. First year hunting moose in Northern Ontario. Up in Canada, I'm really looking forward to a full freezer. What do you have a tag for? Bull? Cow? Both? Definitely sounds like a good time. I want to hunt moose someday. I think I'm settled on trying to find a way to do that. Guess we're going to run and at least get to a better spot. Since we're down to the last 10 minutes-ish of the stream, we'll try to maybe speed this up, because it doesn't seem like he's trying to come back. Have you had venison before, and what do you do with a buck if you don't taxi it? I guess we're talking real life. About the only red meat I eat is venison. I guess occasionally, like if I'm at my parents', they'll have beef, but yeah, I don't ever buy beef. I just have the venison that I get like from the previous season or seasons. As for what I usually do, up until this past year, I've usually just cut the skull plate off and done like a arrowhead plaque. I like those. Those are quite clean looking mounts, but since my brother has the flesh-eating beetles and the stuff to do Euro mounts, I think I'm going to be doing more of them. Assuming I can get a pronghorn buck, that's what I'd like to do with that. The Euro mounts for them are very interesting. I like them. Got drawn for a mule deer buck this fall. Nice. That's another one that I want. Get you a big male mule deer. I want to see that someday. I hear a thing. Hi. I mean, at least it is a 4. Oh my. Okay. There was just no shot angle there. I absolutely would have taken it in the rock. Wouldn't have cared. Well, you know, sometimes G-Man, after 40 years or whatever. It's just what happens. They think I'm a serial killer, and it all goes downhill. Nobody's gonna understand that joke. I think... keeps making the shot more and more difficult. Hey, we did it. I already said I watched Kyla's streams. It's true. I did. She's gonna be smoking 12 diamond water buffalo per stream. Or puffalo, whatever those are. Tennis disappeared after the update. I didn't have any issues like that. Or I didn't even hear anybody talking about it. That's a weird one. You could maybe try to contact support, or, you know, if you're not super worried, just set them back up. But that does sound very annoying. Let's just see what's going on here, because we don't really have time to get all the way back to the river. It'll take too much time. Hey, Graham. Doing scouting for dove opener this weekend? Do you have your spot already figured out? The diamond doves already spotted? Probably shouldn't have shot so quickly. Sometimes there's ones up here. Didn't I almost... Oh, yeah. Yep, there's definitely a better one. Maybe we can get him. Nope. Try it anyway. Snakehead, thanks again, dude. Should go to Canada for meese because Alaska is expensive unless you go unguided. Yeah, I probably wouldn't try to do unguided, so I shall definitely consider Canada for that. Do we really spook off the only big male fallow in this area? I remember killing a diamond like at the start of a stream right down here. I was wondering if that zone has been re-added because I don't see him over here anymore. Doesn't really seem like it. I'd say that is still how it used to be, although maybe it's just in there. Gonna be on the X? Better be. Don't let somebody else shoot all the dubs. How many harvests do I have in total? 25,200 something. We're gonna have to call again out of there. I don't know what's going on. Ever lost your first diamond to a zone disappearing? I lost my first diamond to a bunch of different things. Bad shots, bad consec, bad quick kill, bad knowledge of how diamonds work, you know, all those. He's gonna float over, isn't he? Welp. Might be our last kill unless that level 4 comes back, because we're probably gonna wait on that. Have to be guided or with a resident. Ah. You want to go to Alaska? Same. I think I might go next summer. If possible. Do we get anything good? We got an albino fallow doe, which was cool. Nothing more special than that, unfortunately. He's gliding across there. Just making good time. Pain. Life is pain. For the barn door fishing? Yo no understando. What is that? Did you ever manage to complete the summer fiesta missions? I still have that last one active. Probably, as far as I know, we're good. Like, we can complete that whenever and still get the trophy. So I'll probably work on that maybe again Wednesday night stream. Maybe just do single player on Timbergold just to give myself the best chance at actually getting them. I went out, I think yesterday, and shot another 370 something Rocky. And got absolutely memed by a short. I think the score sheet said G3, but the time below the Royal. Whatever that one is. Supposed to hunt pronghorn with some dumb kid. My life sucks. Man, that sounds lame. It's probably some noob that doesn't even know how to hunt pronghorn, or where to go, or how to hunt, like, in other states. You probably have to show them everything. You're probably gonna have to, like... Well, that doesn't make sense. I was gonna say you're gonna have to help drive, but I think the dumb kid's supplying the vehicle, so never mind. And doing most of the driving. Sandbar bucks are myths. Yes. I guess we'll probably just take that albino fallow to the Hall of Shame and throw it up in here. I think that's a good plan for how to do that, McLovin. I likes it. We have to show off the best animal real quick. Oh, we don't get to see the trophy rating because it just shows the 520. He's 12 trophy rating. It's the best animal. Anyway. Do I have room back here? Yes. Perfect, actually. Just, side by side, blacktail and fallow albinos. Nice. Well, anyway. I think that is just about gonna do it for this stream. At least we got something good. Like I said, if they ever do change it up so the fallow multi-mounts allow females, we'll definitely put that in there and maybe get another female one, or who knows, just do another multi-mount entirely. Brendan, I have a screenshot of all my perks in the Discord, if you want to check that out. There's an entire channel just for skills and perks. Yeah. As always, thanks for the crazy support. You guys are the best. And I will hopefully see you in tomorrow's video. I think we're going to do kind of a weapon pack review. You may have seen it, but there's at least one diamond in that video. Probably more. They're going to be old ones. Anyway, yeah. Thanks again, and I'll hopefully see you then. Bye!